Hi, I'm Steve Lindauer. Welcome to Scuttlebutt. My guest today is the Dubois County Veteran Service Officer, Susan Bramlet. And Susan has some new news for us today. Susan?
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I'm actually leaving my position, and I will be, my last day will be November 27th.
27 November. Speaking for myself and a lot of other veterans who you've helped, we're sorry to see you go. You've done a great job here locally.
Thanks, Steve.
I've known you on a personal level. I've gotten to know you on a personal level. But before that, you helped me with some of my VA benefits. And I know there's been hundreds of guys and gals that you've helped as well. So we're going to see you. I hate to see you go, but we wish you the best. But
Thank you.
I guess the first question comes up is, with you gone, what's going to happen? How do any veterans, what's their next step if they need to come in and try to collect some benefits? What do they have to do in the meantime?
Well, Ralph Hughes will be there. He's my admin assistant, and he's been working with me for about a year now.
So I've met Ralph, and Ralph does that. So he can come in and get the initial process going. So if somebody wants a claim, he can get the initial process going and get it in. So we're not gonna be losing any service until we get a new person.
Correct.
So with that said, how do we get a new person?
We've got a job announcement, should be out today, and it's going to be in the paper.
Okay.
So, best way to go and find out where it's at is at the Dubois County website under job search.
Dubois County.
The government website.
Yeah, there you go. Dubois County government, and then go to the website and look up jobs, and they'll be up there. So some of you veterans that are out there, you want something to do. You retired from civilian life. You want something to do. Might be a good place to step in and help out. Yeah. Susan's done a great job. You and I were talking before we started recording here about the amount of dollars that you brought into the county in your tenure, and you've been here since 22, something like that. Mm-hmm. Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, it really does.
Yeah. So how did that go about doing that in terms of, we talked about that, was it 22 million or something like, no, what was it? 15 million, 13 million.
13, yeah.
Okay.
13 million into
what's
the
a
county.
million either way?
Yeah.
But that came into the county based on what you're doing with veterans and the benefits that they got.
Right.
So
that's exactly it. So anybody who comes to the office and files a claim, if you went to boot camp and signed on the dotted line, you're a veteran. So it doesn't matter if you're active duty or if you're reserve or National Guard. If you have a DD-214 or an in.form, please come see us. That's how you get benefits. The more benefits that you get, the more you're going to spend in our county. So That's how the turnabout comes in, is that the more money you get,
So the point is, if you have risen, you raised your right hand at some point in time and you joined the military in whatever capacity, you are eligible for benefits. These aren't giveaways. These are things that you've earned. Now, what you get depends upon your activity and what branch, how many years and all that sort of stuff, and what your MOS and what all you were doing. But there's something there for you. And don't let pride get in your way. And I'm speaking from experience. I was 42 years out before I ever signed up for the VA. And, there's no reason not to try and get in there and see what's available.
Real quick, too, I think all of us do that. I mean, all of us are vets, I did 20 years in the Coast Guard. And it's just, it's so easy to say, I'm fine, everything's fine, give it to somebody else that needs it. Well, believe me, those people are being taken care of, the ones that need it. But, we all earned our disability through our service. Yeah. So it's not something that's given to any veteran. It's something that you've earned through your service.
And, I've talked to guys already. I've talked to guys about going on honor flight and things like that. And they said, oh, you know what? I didn't do anything. I didn't really deserve that. Well, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, but bull cookies. You did. Again, you signed up. The potential was there. Anybody who has signed up in the military, reserve, National Guard, or active duty, whatever it is, once you signed up, you had the potential of being called into active duty, and thank God for most of it, there was no major wires going on anymore. But that potential always exists, and you don't know that when you raised your right hand. So, you know, you're there for it.
Well,
So.
and another thing too, Steve, is that I think a lot of people, it's like, you know, I'm fine. You know, they're like, nothing got blown up or
Right.
nothing's hanging off or removed that wasn't there originally, you know, but it doesn't matter. You know, you come into the office, we'll find something. You know, it could be hearing loss, you know, it could be something you completely forgot about or you've been living with for 40, 50 years. So, yeah.
So, you know, it's, I guess the point is don't sell yourself short. And getting back, I want to go circle back around just a little bit to Ralph Hughes and the office, how that's going to be maintained.
Okay.
You know, sometime back, you petitioned the county to open up some parking spaces beside the center. What is that? On Jackson Street, between the county annex courthouse where your office is, between there and the post office.
Post office, yeah.
There's it used to be a turn lane, but using all the forces that you had, you managed to get that turn lane turned into a parking space, so that if someone wants to come in and visit, it's literally get out of your car and walk around the corner. The door is right there.
Right, exactly.
Prior to that, you had to go find a space around the square someplace, and you may or may not have to walk 2 or 3 blocks. So good for you. Kudos to you to get that done.
Well,
but
that was for the veterans too. You know, the vets came in and helped petition that. So I mean, this is what happens when you have the power of the people. And
yes,
we have a big veteran community in here. So
one thing, that's a good point. We talk about it in some of the past segments. We talk about per capita in the state of Indiana, Dubois County, just around this area, and probably some of the other surrounding counties. We've got a huge amount. I forget what the actual number is, but we've got a huge number of vets in this area per capita, more so than other counties in the entire state.
Yeah. And I think that's one thing is that people. You know, I can't believe how many vets come in and say, well, I didn't realize I was a veteran. Well, you served 6 years in the National Guard, and, or you did your weekend warrior thing as a reserve, please come see me. It's just, I'm here for a month, but if not, we're going to get somebody good in that I believe that will.
Speaking of that, we got all these veterans here in this county we're just talking about, and we've got Veterans Day coming up here in a few days, and it's brought up to our attention that you really need to remember on Veterans Day that if there's any particular day to do a buddy check on your buddies, check on people that that may have had issues, and just don't come out about it, but just give them a call, send them a text, send them an email. Hey, how's it going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a good day. It's a good time of the day or good time of the year, I should say, to do that and check on your buddies. And sometimes there's issues going on that they're not willing to share. So.
But I think you make a great point. Just it doesn't even have to just be Veterans Day. Just if you think about them, just make a call. It's that simple. Just checking on you.
All right. Well, to close this up, sorry to see you leave.
Thank you.
Glad to make your acquaintance. You're a joy, and you've done a lot of good for people around here, veterans, myself included. We're going to miss you, and there again for you veterans that need something done. All is not lost. We're actively looking for this position to be filled. Go to the Dubois County Dubois County Government, look under jobs, and you can apply for that position. Or if you know somebody that might be good for that position, it's going to be tough shoes to fill. And in the meantime, Ralph Hughes is on board. He's still here, knows what he's doing, and if you need something, you want to go ahead and sign up, he can get that process started. So
absolutely.
All right. It's all good. So with that, we're going to close this out. Yeah. And
it's been a pleasure working here with the county and everybody here. I'm going to miss it. Yeah.
Well, come back and visit.
I will.
Come back and visit. So that concludes this session of Scuttlebutt, and look for another one. Thank you.
There was a right there.
Who doesn't bite and then move?
Yeah.